it's been a super minute and I am super late. But I have been having the universe talk to me for quite some time now. If it is a little loud out here, I am trying it outside venue for the first time in a very long time. So I, movage. All right, let me fix that. All right, there we go. It's super windy out here. So girls got to work on their posture or something because, honey. All right, let's fix that. Let's get this all together. Get back to talking about what's on the top. All right, so hey you guys. So as you know, it is tarot time. I have been literally receiving like crazy downloads behind cancers, and I've been meaning to come and do this reading. Oh, we've already got stuff flying at us. Um, for quite some time. So I'm not going to do my best not to take up too much time for you guys today. I'm going to keep that flyer for our surprise card. But I hope everyone is doing well. Of course, it is CatDaEmpress, and we are back with yet another tarot reading. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If this message resonates with you in any way, feel free to comment, ask questions. I am here. I have other device available for me to be able to make sure that I'm keeping up with the chat and seeing what you guys have going on. So we are multitasking today because I left my laptop at home. So without further ado, let's definitely get this started. I am going to go ahead and start with some of our Archangel messages. I do want to shuffle both of these decks. I hope everyone is doing well, and I am doing a lot better for everyone who's been following me for quite some time and know what's going on, what I'm going through, but I'm definitely doing a lot better and in a way better emotional and mental space. So today, we are, like I said, going to start off with our Archangel cards. So top of the deck, you guys got the Four of Michael. It's letting you know that you guys have a lot of insights coming in from you guys meditating and taking time to yourselves, going into quiet spaces. There is a need for you guys to get some more sleep or take some time off. You definitely need to seek some type of relief or some form of relief from stress. Give me 1 second. I had 2 cards fly off. All right, you guys. So I'm back. I'm actually going to take those though, because they, you know how I believe whatever happens with the universe is happening for a reason. So we're going to definitely take those, and I'll read those after this. But get that silenced and pull this down. Okay, there we go. So I am noticing, of course, that you guys have been having a lot of stress. You probably are doing a lot of multitasking, a bunch of work. Your chakras have been having issues with becoming into alignment. And we are going through some things. I mean, look at this. This is almost like a medical symbol tied within itself, but we all know that that is a bird, it's a dove that is kind of like face down and trying to like catch itself as he is preparing to fly off into life. So you guys are having to rest before you guys can get your emotions together. As you see, there's also water that are in the cards, and it's coming downstream versus going upstream. So instead of things getting worse, they're actually getting an entire lot better. Our flyers that we did get follows right along with what we were talking about, which is you guys getting the 5 of emotions. So forgiveness is important. It's definitely an important part of healing. You don't have to like the people or deal with the people, but at the same time, forgiving them helps you heal, and it helps you take yourself to another place. So as you're forgiving them and you're working through forgiveness, forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past, so that way everyone can be able to move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels to and those that are around you to love and support you during this time, and also to make sure that they help you move through this process quickly, so that way you can get back to the path of joy. Like I said, now is a very big time for you guys to rest, meditate, to reach out and seek things. I lost a few cards, but I'm gonna get them in a second. You guys also got the Two of Action. Definitely trust your ability to make excellent choices. You know exactly where you want to go and where you're trying to go. This isn't something that you decided that you wanted to kind of like embark on, like spur of the moment. You've been thinking about whatever this is for a long time and just wasn't sure if you could, or if you had the capabilities, or if, even if you were able. Um, but the universe is definitely letting us know that at this point, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust that whatever it is that you're thinking about doing is exactly where you're supposed to be going. It says that there's definitely opportunity all around you, and that if you just continue to push forward one step after the other, it may take time, and it may be able to be time for you to take on a new partner. And this can be a business partner, a job, even in some aspects. I mean, I feel like this could be even be a relationship that you may need to kind of just be like, you know what, time for new people. And because it's going to help you. It's going to help you be able to go to the place of success. It's going to help you be able to gravitate towards a creative mindset when it comes to your career. And that can be a business that you have, or even like a personal mindset that you're working on during this time as well. That's not cool. Okay. But also, definitely keep your eyes on the bigger picture, rather than the details of the moment. So I know that a lot of times we sit back and like we take in the emotions of what's happening in this right now, in this very moment, like, and it like will weigh on us, and then we'll get to thinking about how like, hey, I experienced this in a different situation, or this looks like that. And just because it looks like a duck doesn't always mean it is a duck. So do not allow the fears of what happened before in the past to become what is current in the future. I know that things can be very tough, especially with relationships, and trying to build up on business, and just trying to have a change in your life. Give me 1 second, you guys, because I really want to go get this other card, because I'm curious now, because everything's been falling, so everything's been flying off. It's been like right into alignment of our conversation. So if you guys just give me 2 seconds, I promise I'll be right back. Let me check this out, okay? But so we got the 10 of Ariel. What did I tell you? So it literally, the decisions that you're going to make right now are putting you in a place where you guys are going to be very grateful for your new steps. You guys have got the 10 of Ariel. Please check that out. Like, there are children in the background, there is family, there is happiness. Like, this is almost like you getting your 10 of cups, like 182% around the board. There's financial success coming. And there's definitely a promise of retirement in the process. So there's a rich and rewarding family life coming on. So if you're working on a family, working on children, those things are coming to you. It's just a matter of time. So just like, don't stress on what's happening or what looks like is happening in the very moment. Let's do some more manifesting, and bring the things to us instead of us stressing about what is or is not going to happen. Let's just say, you know what, life is great. I think my rent may be late, but life is great. I mean, I've been able to pay my bills today, but I'm alive. God gave me breath this morning, and the sun is shining. That means there's more opportunity. We've got change that's coming up. So you definitely have a very rich, rewarding family life up ahead. So if you guys have been afraid as to what your options are, how this is going, Cancer, I promise you things are going to be in a great place. Let's get some more of these angel messages. So between the cards flying off and I told you I was trying something new today. I wanted to, like, lately I have not been resonating in the house. So with like all of my focus being on school, I have not really had very much opportunity to kind of like do what's dear and close to my heart. And the universe has been telling me like, hey, you need to do a Cancer reading, you need to do a Cancer reading, you need to do a Cancer reading. So I stopped all of the craziness, came out for lunch, and was like, you know what, let's take our tarot cards and let's do what we do best, So it's definitely been a minute since I've gone live, you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I am keeping my blessings and hoping that you guys continue to push forward. You guys got the fourth of abundance. It is definitely a time for you to reflect upon your relationship with money. So if you are spending too much, and when I say relationship to money, I honestly, this is so crazy because I have been listening to this guy named Jessup on YouTube, and he's like this super millionaire guy that came from a background where they weren't really allowed to think about money, think about the options of money, or understanding like the debt saving ratio, the investment saving ratio. Definitely go check him out. He's super great. But this is like super crazy because I'm like totally ready to do this and I'm gonna run out of things. So it definitely is advising if you are spending too freely or if you are being too stingy with your money, you know, like holding on to it, keeping it close, like, nah, I can't spend that because of X, Y, and Z. Had a personal moment about this earlier, but yep. And it definitely says that this can also relate to how you give yourself away to others. So putting yourself first is going to be very important during this time frame, during the month of August. And I mean, like I said, this is a general read, so this is timeless. It can be for the month of August for right now, although I'm pulling it for right now. It may be, you know, manifesting for you later on down the line. Whenever you hear this, it's going to be what you need. This also is telling me to tell you guys to make sure that you open up your heart. I know that sometimes when you've gone through so much like change and despair and people like dogging you out 6 ways from Sunday emotionally, it has put you to a place to where you like kind of hold back and you don't want to like love the way that you're supposed to because the things look really crazy. You know, especially those of us that have come out of like abusive relationships or mental abusive relationships, or even physical, any sort of abuse, like any narcissism, anything like that. You've been with someone like that. It's hard for you to move forward. It's hard for anyone to ask you a question without you feeling some type of way because of what you've gone through. So it's. I definitely want you to stop holding back. If there's something that you want, I want you to go after it. Now is definitely time to strike. They say strike while the iron is hot. And your iron is definitely hot right now. Your hard work and your very wise investments are going to start bringing you success. Everything that you've been investing in, the time that you've been taking for you to slowly build this business, all these little small steps that you've been taking through the pedal and through the vine, all of these things are working out. Like all of these things are going to add up together collectively to be able to bring you very, very good success. Take a lot of wisdom when it comes to things that you invest in, but your number one investment, we're like not even speaking financially, but your number one investment is in you, it's in spirit, it's in soul. So you have to take care of you in order to be able to be who you're trying to be in this world. And it's gonna take time, but look at this. This guy's Mr. Moneybags. Do you see him? He's all Mr. Moneybags, and these are from our angels. You know what I'm saying? That's Mr. Moneybags right there. He got all the bags. He's holding them to his stove. He's got all them bags in that wagon, and yet he's still holding onto them, which means that you are sleeping on opportunities that you could be utilizing to better yourself. And you have gifts that are natural that have been given to you that you can use, and you're not taking advantage of them because you're afraid that you're going to fall again. A million times you're going to fall down. The thing is getting back up every time, because you never know, that last thing that you try may be the exact same thing that skyrockets you into the next plateau. So, you know, just like for instance, when I first started my YouTube channel, I had no technology skills, but I knew that tarot reading made me feel good, you know? Like, I feel at peace when I get to do my tarot readings. I feel like a weight's been lifted off of my shoulders. I'm an empath, so things rub off on me, and I have been carrying the weight of the world for way too long, you know? And at this point, it's something that I have to do. I have to get this off of me. I don't do this necessarily for money. I do it for the goodness of my heart, to be able to pass on what the spirit guides and the angels are speaking to me about, so that way I can kind of give you what you need and give you that little bit of guidance that you may have been already hearing yourself. And I'm pretty sure you've been hearing it yourself and just have been afraid to listen or answer that knock at the door. So I'm going to pull some more cards because, yeah, let's see what these people is talking about. cancer messages for cancer, please. Please provide me the things that the cancers need to know and need to hear in this moment in time so that we can. Oh, that was a lot. Well, I normally don't take all of them, but being that the flyers have been resonating, that's exactly what we're going to do. Y'all forgive me, this dress is like driving me to drinking. You know, they say who wears white, but yep, there it went. Hold on. All right, I feel like the Black Marilyn Monroe today, you guys. Because my dress just flew up everywhere. It's white. You see the dress? It's a cute dress. I can't even show it to you right now because I'm too busy. But, you know, so let's talk about it. You guys got some really cool flyers out. We got the Magician, which is definitely the Archangel Raziel. And this is saying that you can manifest the life that you want. It is time to put the law of attraction into reality. Sit there and stop thinking again. We've talked about this already. Stop thinking about all that shit you don't want to happen. Please excuse my French. YouTube, don't flag me, please. But in reality, I need you guys to see what it is. Like everything that you've been going through over these years, this year, this is time for you to walk up out of that. This is time for you to get up out of all of that craziness. Get out your head, get out your mind, get out your emotions. Because the Magician is telling you that everything that you need will magically show up. It'll magically appear. These are successful beginnings. Your 2024 is going to be so freaking fantabulous. It's going to be ridiculous. So now is the time to start preparing for that, though. Now is the time for you to be setting up and being like, hey, that idea that I had, it's time for me to put my hands where my mouth is. Start studying. I don't care if you pull up YouTube channels, because guess what? Everybody ain't got no dollars. So if your money's tight right now and you like can't go back to school, you can't pay for the classes, you can't do the things which you feel like is going to help you get to that next plateau, YouTube got everything for free, baby. You ain't even got to have no subscription to YouTube to be able to see me or anybody else. So anything that you want to learn when I'm stuck and I can't think about where I'm trying to go next or what I need next, I turn to YouTube, because YouTube literally has taught me so much for free, for the love. But knowledge is power. You know, I can't always take on the next circumstance or the next situation the way people want me to, but I have to do what feels best to me. So stop thinking that, oh, if I don't be a doctor because my parents said I'm supposed to be a doctor, then my life is over and I'm just going to be stuck being miserable. Why be miserable if you don't have to? God has been talking to you. The universe has been talking to you. Your spirits and your ancestors have been looking down on you, and they've been telling you things, and you just ain't been hearing. So from now on, I want from today forward, if you have a dream and you wake up and you remember that dream, before you speak to anybody, before you do anything, I need you to write it down. Write down the things that you remember. Even if you don't remember the entire dream, like the things that stuck out to you, write those things down. And then later on, I want you to go look up what those definitions are. Oh my God, I dreamed about my ex today. Why? I don't want him back. What the fuck's going on? But there may be something in your current situation that is kind of pushing off what you were dealing with before. So it's almost showing you that, hey, remember that lesson that you had before? It's coming back. And now, how are you going to deal with it? Are you going to deal with it differently than you did before? Are you going to deal with it the same way? So I need you guys to take these things so that you can be able to have your successful beginning. Like I said, 2024 is going to be your year. You got the number 1, which is telling me that January is going to be a great month for you. The number 1 also is showing up as you taking your power back. You've given power to so many people as to who and what you are. This is crazy. So I need you to do me a favor. If any of this resonates, definitely please, drop a comment, give me a heart, a hug, like, subscribe, all the above. Because it's important. It is very important that you guys take these things to the next step. Because as you move into these next sets of places, it's going to be a time for celebration. Your hard work is going to give you plenty of rewards. I know that it's a lot of you that have been at your job forever, okay? And feel like, you know what, I'm at a dead end, but it's what pays the bills. It's what keeps you being able to eat, especially in these hard times. So no, I'm not saying, hey, go quit your job. No, what I'm saying is start using your free time. Then 5 hours that you sit down and watch movies and TVs all day, take at least an hour out of that. I'm saying an hour a day. That's all I'm saying. Hour a day out of the for you to focus on the things that you want to do with your life. Definitely release yourself from all those burdens. I know that there has been a lot of people in your life sitting on your shoulders, riding on you, and it's not helpful. It's not. They've been emotionally draining you. They've been pulling you back into the place where you used to be. Like you feel like who you were 10 years ago, emotionally and spiritually. And you've grown so much from it. You've done all of this work. And yet, every time you speak to certain people, you feel like you're right back where you were. You know? And that is crazy when you are capable, more than capable, of being able to release yourself from that. So, with that being said, there's going to be a new relationship coming in. There, even maybe the relationship that you're in may be solidifying itself and changing. It may be working out for the better in a little couple of different ways. Because I look at this card in this deck almost like my traditional Four of Wands card and my traditional tarot deck. You know, this is the Four of Gabriel. And you literally have to be able to drop those things so that you can pick up all the great things. Because you can't, if your hands are full, you can't pick up all the roses and the pentacles that's there for you. You can't do that if your hands are full. If your mind is bogged down and your spirit is bogged down, how can you pour anything else into a vessel that is there for you? Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Because you can't keep weighing yourself down with other people's problems. You can't be weighing yourself down with other people's situations and circumstances when you've got goals. Your angels is watching over you. You don't see her. All your angels is watching over you. They looking for you. They trying to make sure you hear them. You know, they want to know that everything that y'all have been working for and towards is working out in its better benefit. You know, I'm so, there's so many thoughts going through my head, and I keep hearing so many different things. But I know that Cancer is like, y'all are on a whole nother path right now. Y'all are on a whole nother revelation, and it's, I mean, every card I'm pulling right now is like further confirmation to be like, hey. You know, you guys got the King of Raphael, which is basically a character of being warm and generous and being very honorable and being refined. So I try not to get too religious or too biblical, for that matter, on my channel, but let's talk about it. You know, there were 3 boys that were in the furnace in the Bible, and they were in that furnace that was on fire, locked in it, but there was an angel with them. And people didn't know that. They just saw the 3 boys. So they were working hard to get them out. Like, oh my God, we gotta get them out. They're burning. We gotta get them out. We gotta get them out. They get these boys up out of the furnace, and they're unscathed. Like, ain't a scorch, ain't a burn, like nothing. Because God was refining them with that heat. He was showing you that the entire world can attempt to burn you, and literally you can be engulfed in flames and still not catch fire, because at the end of the day, no matter what they put on you, that ain't nothing you gotta carry. Because your angels, your ancestors, and God are gonna protect you and continue to push you through those things no matter how hard you fall. So you will have fall downs. It's not to say that you won't, because you're going to go through valleys. And as Cancers, y'all are very emotional creatures. So y'all are emotion and fire all in one body. Which, I mean, I admire. I absolutely love it. So being that you have gone through that old version of you, you walked through the flames. Like, you done came out, you know, think about gold, like a brick of gold being melted down into a ring. It has to get melted down and then molded and then refined and then pulled down again and then melted again and then pulled down again in order for it to become the purity level of gold that it is for you to be able to wear it. On your fingers. I don't have my jewelry on today, but that's exactly what has to happen. When I got all my childhood jewelry melted down into like my 22 symbol and my chain that I had and my earrings and all that stuff, like, they had to take what was already there, melt it down, let it cool down, mold it again, and then go ahead and be able to allow you to be able to take advantage of that circumstance within itself.
So yes, it's definitely safe to trust. At this point, is what King Raphael is telling you. The ability for you to accomplish many things at one time is happening. You have that capability right now. Definitely follow all of your creative passions. So if you've been having thoughts about, oh, I want to make jewelry, or I want to paint, and I want to do poetry, and anything that you've thought about that allows for your creative side, for your left brain to be free, do it. Because right now it is time for you to follow those creative passions. You guys also got the King of Gabriel. Please excuse the background. I told you I wanted to try something new. Didn't realize other people were going to come. So yeah. Give me 1 second though. Let me handle this tab right quick, and I will finish off with you guys. Give me just a moment. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll finish that because she didn't come back yet. All right. I'm gonna finish off with you guys. I told you guys I was gonna try my best not to hold you guys off. But the King of Gabriel, the Queen of Gabriel, you also got along with the King. Do you see this shit? You got the King and the Queen of Gabriel at the same time. So your Empress to your Emperor, y'all are matching up. And both of y'all are in different places and different mindsets as far as like the trust. Both of y'all have gone through a lot. But the Queen of Gabriel is repeating and telling you that you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. You have the ability to be able to attract helpful people and people that are going to be there in your background. Finally, last card for right now until I come back is going to be the number 17, which is the star, which 1 and 7 make 8, and we know we are in the month of August, and 8 is the number of infinity, and it tells you that you guys are in a position to where a dream is coming true. This card reminds me of the Temperance card in the traditional deck. It's letting me know that you're coming to an end of a very, very difficult situation, like difficult situations you've been going through for years now. You're coming to the end of that, and that you have to believe in yourself. This is the Archangel Hophiel, but it definitely gives me that whole like Temperance card vibe, like something serious. All right, so to our mystery card and our flyer. You guys got the 3 of Raphael. I love this because this reminds me of the 3 of Cups, and it's definitely kind of telling you that you have reasons to celebrate. There are a community of friends that are celebrating you, and happy announcements regarding relationships and or children are coming about. So if you've been working on kids or in a long-term relationship, engagement is very a high possibility. I love you guys. Be safe out there, and thank you again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll be back.